Welcome to the Stoic Golden Tribe, where enduring wisdom meets the strength of presence, and where we uncover the truths modern society refuses to teach men. Today's video is titled, Why Women Hate Seeing You Happy Without Them. This topic strikes deep at the male soul. It's not about blaming women, it's about understanding the hidden dynamics of human nature, attraction, ego, and emotional power. Many men feel lost after breakups, haunted by the thought of their ex watching them move on, or they wonder why she seems irritated, spiteful, or even oddly interested again once they're finally smiling without her. We're going to break this down in raw, honest terms. We'll discuss why some women react negatively to seeing you thrive without them. We'll use timeless philosophical wisdom, modern psychology, and personal stories that any man can relate to. If you've ever felt punished for moving on or wondered why your happiness after heartbreak seems to provoke anger or jealousy, this video will give you answers. More importantly, it will give you the tools to rise above it. In this video, you'll discover how ego and insecurity shape this reaction, why true masculine presence makes you magnetic even when you're unavailable, how to stay unbothered and unshakable no matter how she responds, powerful love and dating advice to protect your self-respect, ancient wisdom to guide you to stoic mastery in relationships. This is the knowledge society refuses to give you. We're not here to spread hate or resentment, but to give you clarity, self-mastery, and power. So if you're ready to become the kind of man who can't be broken, who leads himself with purpose and presence, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Stoic Golden Tribe. And tell us in the comments, have you ever felt punished for moving on? How did you handle it? Now, let's get started. Chapter 1. The Ego Wound. Why your happiness hurts her pride. Men often underestimate the power of ego in relationships, not just our own, but hers too. When a relationship ends, many men expect that both sides will move on quietly and independently, but often a woman will feel wounded in ways that go beyond heartbreak. One of the hardest truths to accept is this: your happiness without her can feel like an insult to her worth. It's not always rational, but it's deeply human. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Confucius. Why does she react this way? It comes down to what psychologists call narcissistic injury. Even if she ended things, seeing you smiling, dating, succeeding without her can make her feel she was not as irreplaceable as she wanted to believe. Imagine a man who has just recovered from heartbreak. He's hitting the gym, seeing friends, starting a business. He posts a photo laughing with new people. Suddenly his ex, who claimed to want what's best for him, is sending cold messages, gossiping about him, or even trying to sabotage new connections. It seems childish, but it's common. Many people don't want to see their former partners fail exactly. They just want to see them not doing better without them. A man's true power is shown in how calmly he walks away from what is not for him. And this is why you must understand the game beneath the surface. Your happiness is a mirror. It reflects her lost power, her lost claim over you. She may feel insecure, rejected, less valuable. This doesn't make her evil, it makes her human. But you, as a man of the Stoic Golden Tribe, need to see it with clear eyes. Don't gloat, don't retaliate, don't feed the drama. See it for what it is, a test of your self-control and dignity. The ancient Stoics taught us it is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them. You can't control her reactions, but you can control your own. So next time you see signs that your ex resents your joy, remind yourself it's her ego talking, not your responsibility to heal it, not your burden to carry. Your duty is to your own path. Drop a comment below and tell us, have you ever had someone seem angry when you found your happiness without them? Let's share our experiences and help each other grow. Chapter 2. The Scarcity Principle. Why your value increases when you're unavailable. One of the hardest lessons for men to learn is this: you become most attractive when you no longer seek validation. When you're no longer available to her emotionally, when you no longer need her approval, your value in her eyes often skyrockets. This is the cruel irony many men experience. She lost interest when you chased her, but suddenly she's fascinated when you're gone. We always desire what is forbidden and desire what we cannot have. Ovid. This isn't manipulation, it's human psychology. The scarcity principle says that people assign more value to what they can't easily have. When you're devastated and begging her to come back, you're abundant, but not in the way that makes you attractive. You're abundant in your availability, your desperation, your emotional neediness. But when you pull back, build your life, focus on your goals, and fill your days with purpose, you become scarce. You become the man with a mission. Picture a man who finally accepts a breakup. He stops sending late-night texts, stops watching her social media stories. He reinvests that energy into fitness, building his business, traveling, reading. He becomes a man who can lead himself. That change triggers something deep in her mind. Why didn't he fight for me? How can he be so okay without me? Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Lao Tzu. Here's the truth. Society rarely tells men. Many women want a man who can love them deeply, but who doesn't need them to function. Women often test this unconsciously. When they see you're fine without them, it proves you were strong all along. That can be painful for them to admit. It can make them angry. It can make them lash out or try to get your attention. Some may even try to sabotage your progress, not because they hate you, but because they hate the loss of power and certainty. This is why your happiness after heartbreak can make her uncomfortable. It challenges her perception of your dependence. It forces her to reconsider your worth and hers. But this is your moment of choice. Will you let her reaction drag you back, or will you hold the line? The man who moves mountains begins by carrying away small stones. Confucius. Every day you choose discipline over distraction, purpose over validation. Seeking, you become the man who cannot be shaken. Drop a comment below if you're working on becoming this kind of man. Let's encourage each other to stay the course. Chapter 3. Emotional leverage. Understanding the power play in love and dating. Men often fail to see that relationships are not just about love. They're about power dynamics. That doesn't mean being manipulative or cold, but recognizing the emotional leverage at play. When you break free from needing her, you take back your power. Many women don't hate your happiness itself. They hate losing that leverage over you. He who angers you conquers you. Elizabeth Kenny. Think about how many men stay stuck after a breakup. They obsess over what she's doing, who she's with. They stalk her social media, analyze every detail. They become prisoners of her memory. Women sense this, and sometimes they expect it. They're used to men falling apart without them. When you defy that script, it's unsettling. For example, imagine a man who was once clingy and desperate. His ex knew she could have him back with a single text, but months later she sees he's unfazed, working out, dating someone new, laughing with friends. She might feel replaced, powerless, even betrayed by the fact that she doesn't have the same hold over him. This isn't about cruelty, it's about the real human need for significance and certainty. People are not disturbed by things, but by the view that they take of them. Epictetus. Understand this well. Emotional leverage is real, but the answer isn't to play childish games or try to punish her. The answer is to stop letting anyone have leverage over your peace. When you master your emotions, you can love freely, but you cannot be enslaved. You can open your heart, but no one can make you betray yourself. This is the core of Stoic dating wisdom. Hold your frame. Never let someone else's reaction dictate your path. When you're happy without her, you're proving you can walk away if you must. You don't need anyone to complete you. Ironically, this is what often makes you most attractive. Women want a man who chooses them freely, not out of desperation. They want to know you can survive without them, but choose them anyway. But this is a bitter pill for some to swallow. Your independence can look like rejection to them. Your joy can seem like an insult. That's why they may hate seeing you happy without them. You can't control that. But you can respond with maturity, compassion, and unshakable calm. Self-control is strength. Right thought is mastery. Calmness is power. James Allen. Drop a comment below if you're committed to holding your frame no matter what. Let's build a tribe of men who lead with calm strength. Chapter 4. Ancient Wisdom for Modern Men. How to Stay Unbothered and Thrive. Now that you see why your happiness can provoke resentment, let's talk about how to stay unbothered and even thrive no matter what. First, accept this timeless truth. You don't owe anyone your misery to prove you cared. Many men feel guilty for moving on. They think being miserable is proof of their love, but love isn't about self-destruction. Ancient philosophers taught that your first duty is to master yourself. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus. She might hate seeing you happy without her because it proves she no longer controls your emotions. It proves you have something greater guiding you. Purpose. That purpose is what makes a man magnetic. Women, and people in general, gravitate toward those who have direction. When you find that direction after heartbreak, you stop being defined by your loss. You become defined by your mission. For example, imagine Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor. He lost children, faced betrayals, endured wars. Yet in his meditations, he reminded himself daily, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. This is the mindset you must carry. When she sees you building, laughing, loving life without her, she may feel anger, regret, or jealousy. That's not your burden. Your burden is to stay disciplined, to keep showing up for your dreams, to keep your heart open without making it vulnerable to those who don't respect it. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Marcus Aurelius. Don't seek to make her jealous. Don't flaunt your success to punish her. That's weakness masquerading as strength. Instead, be unshakable. Let your growth speak for itself. Let your peace be your loudest statement. In dating and love, this approach transforms you. Women can sense when a man is whole. They know when he's not playing games but genuinely doesn't need them. That security makes them feel safe, and paradoxically, it makes them want you even more. But this only works when it's real. You can't fake being okay. You have to actually become okay. That means putting in the work. Heal your emotional wounds. Build your body and health.